part three here. So at best, if we have the National Guard, that would be better than martial law. But once the hoarding starts, you need to maintain order, and so that would be the most likely event, in my opinion, that we could be able to look forward to. And once there's martial law, government can maintain order, maybe. I kind of think so. The other option is the government cannot maintain order. So you got two different routes out of here. Once you got the martial law, can we maintain order? Can we not? Well, I'm banking on the fact that we can. I gotta believe that they've got some type of preliminary plan for something like this, and all the conspiracy theorists think that they do. Um, Practicing civilian order control in the streets. I think it was somewhere in Texas, in the United States here. But what I mean by government maintaining control and order is I really mean, can the government keep the food supply rolling? Can they keep the water on? Can they keep electricity and natural gas and oil moving? And with those basics, I believe that if you could keep people with power, water, oil, gas, and food, I think that you'd be able to buy enough time to eventually completely restore order. But that would be something that's going to be tough. You would almost have to have criminal charges against somebody who worked for the gas company that did not report to work. Some way to guarantee them something they needed. Maybe it would not be money. Maybe it would be guaranteed food or guaranteed indemnity of some sort. I don't know. But if they can maintain the farmers harvesting their wheat, milking their cows, keep the distributors working, and keep the supermarkets stocked. And I don't see how it can be done, but I'm banking that they know, okay? Because that's what I want to see. I would hate to see the other option where we cannot maintain control and it leads to a total economic collapse. Now, a lot of people are talking about a total economic collapse, and I'm a little bit less likely to believe that that could be the case. I definitely don't want to see that. And my pen was running out of ink towards the end here, so it's getting pretty ugly. But that would definitely lead to your total economic collapse, which is going to lead to United States anarchy. And I don't think anybody can argue that with these last three steps here. The government can't maintain order. You're going to have a collapse, and you're going to have anarchy with no law, or land without order, or rule without order, whatever they call that. But I'm kind of hoping over here we got some, where are we here? Maintain control. If we can maintain control, we'll just be in for a very long depression. And if we're in for a very long depression, I am happy as a clam. I would have rather had a depression with Obama, because it's our only way to work out of these problems. Rather than just dig ourselves in deeper, which is all we're doing, and buying ourselves some time, we need to go through this depression for the cycle of capitalism. And if we go into a very long depression, that's what I'm prepping for, and I will be thrilled to death, because that's where we need to be to get this country back on track. So this would be a good thing. That would probably lead over here to a global depression that is going to be because of the fact that we're not buying much, and we make our own food, and we have coal. So this is going to lead to a world depression, global depression. It might even eventually lead to some socialism, market socialism, or even worse, regular socialism, because when you have a depression, typically your government assumes control of most of your economic heartbeat, and that could easily lead to socialism. And but one of the things I see going on here is that, and things are going to get ugly here really soon. I mean, you think the anarchy is ugly, it's just about to get uglier. And that is the conspiracy theory thought of the New World Order or somebody taking control. So we got the NWO here. I kind of think that with a very long depression, I would love it to stay there. But at the point where America, it's down. Here, we're totally susceptible to anybody who wants to come in. Any established government that has moderate order could come in and do what they want. Our debt holders could easily claim that they own the remnants of what we once were. When a company goes under, the stakeholders and debt holders pick up all of the company that's left over, and maybe China and Japan will slice and dice us up and assume what we have left for pennies on the dollar and put us under their control because it was their debt in the first place. They owned us. I would hate to see that. I kind of am looking here for the New World Order to take over. It's been talked about quite a bit. You've got the world's elite with multi-trillion dollars available, and I'm talking multi-trillions in the black, not loans. That would be very easy for them to come in a world of anarchy or a world of a great depression, much worse than anything we've ever seen. And with all of the money that they have at their disposal, it would be very easy for them to say, hey, I know things aren't looking so good, but I got a whole plan here to get everybody put back to work at moderate wages and get your family fed and get you to the point where you're not only going to be able to feed yourself, but you're going to be able to buy some clothes and go out and eat a couple of meals, So that's going to be the bait that's going to lead to this New World Order. Well, they will eventually create the World Bank and run economically everybody who wants to jump into this lifeboat. And at that point, when everybody jumps into the lifeboat, it would be real easy for them to do whatever they want unopposed. And so that's kind of what I see. And I would rather, frankly, live in U.S. anarchy and let that develop with the Constitution and fight for it. To me, it brings a tear to my eye to see what America had to go through to become America. And I will be all about that if it comes to be, rather than this. This just takes the wind out of your sails, You still have your families. You work to do what you can for them, but in this scenario, it just kind of takes the wind out of your sails, if you know what I mean. So that's an overview of maybe one person's view on an economic collapse, and I'm hoping and I'm prepping for this, because this is where we want to be. This is good for America. This is where we should already be, and this is the only way out. If we can get into this depression, and we get some people in the government who care about making things better, we could possibly get out, within a few years, 3-4 years, and make it a short one. But hopefully we can stay there. So, DK Prepper out.